Hello. There's one thing, by the way, that I want to say to everybody out there, especially diabetics now who are listening to me. Because if you're going to listen now to what I'm saying, your blood sugars are going to drop rapidly. You're going to not need anywhere near the amounts of insulin you're taking, and you won't have any problems at all. I am not qualified in anything. Nothing. I'm not qualified anything for anybody to do anything. I'm only talking about myself and what I do here. But the one thing that I am really qualified, in fact I'm the best in the world qualified in, is this body you're looking at here, this vehicle, my laboratory here in front of you, okay? But one thing I would advise everybody to do, I'm looking at this, never do anything on your own, whatever you do. Always, I can't repeat that enough, always have a qualified medical healthcare professional, yeah? That you're in connection with. Whatever you do, don't do, some of the things now that I'm going to say is for me, okay? So please remember that, it's so important, yeah? Okay, so new research I have read suggests that there are two types of diabetics. And I don't mean what the pharmaceutical call type 1 and type 2, not at all, no. What I mean is, the first type is problems with your pancreas, with the beta cells in your pancreas. Yeah? That's the first type, which we all know about. But the second type is a neurological or a nervous system type diabetic. Yeah? So, another very important factor I feel is when I was born, I was born in a hospital in Dublin. I wasn't vaccinated, yeah, and I didn't have much problems medically growing up. In fact, I was never sick, you know, bits and bobs, nothing manic at all. And then when I was 18, I got a job on a ship, a deep sea ship, and I got vaccinated against tropical illnesses like cholera, yellow fever, typhoid, that kind of thing, I do recall. And then 3 years later, I was diagnosed by the pharmaceutical industry as having type 1 diabetes mellitus. Yeah? There is strong evidence and research and finger pointing suggesting that vaccinations, acidic, don't forget, play havoc, once again, like cow's milk, with the beta cells in the pancreas. Something I would look into big time. Okay, now I'd like to make a really good big point for diabetes. This is amazing. This is some of the new research that I have got. I can't believe it, yeah. Since I originally got diabetes, yeah, every single doctor or dietitian or any of that crew, or anyone for that matter, have always said, don't eat fruit. Whatever you do, don't eat fruit. The sugar. In fact, I was told once, having a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice, oh Jesus, don't be drinking that as a diabetic. There's about 13 spoonfuls of sugar in that. Yeah. So, you know, man. But here's the thing now. Here's the thing. Get this now. Right? When you eat, we just say a slice of toast. Okay? You eat a slice of toast. Bad, complex sugar. Bad move. Yeah. So you eat a slice of toast. Yeah. You've heard what I said in the basics now. When this sugar or fuel goes down, when it hits the cell, the actual individual cell, depending on which school you go to, of course, or went to, there's all different amounts of cells. Some say 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 trillion cells, each one different. Every single one is different, yeah? Anyway, the fuel for that cell, which we need to live, yeah? When we eat something like grains, rice, potatoes, anything dodgy, you know, very difficult, yeah, as diabetics, we have to take a little bit of insulin. For that fuel to get into the cell, we have to take a little bit of insulin. But here's the thing. You eat a melon, a simple sugar, yeah? Goes all the way down, comes to the cell, to go into the cell. But it diffuses, fructose diffuses into the cell. So what are we taking insulin for? So now we know if you're trying to cure yourself of a so-called incurable disease or sugar metabolism problem, diabetes, what the best thing to fuel your cells are, what's the best thing to eat, obviously is fruit. Yeah? But what would you think is the best thing if we're trying to regenerate cells or revitalize the body or revitalize tissue? What's the best thing? Well, in my personal opinion, there's only one thing, and the best thing, and it's right outside growing in the garden. So whether you call it phytotherapy, botanical medicine or herbology, yeah, nature's non-hybrid plants hold the power to heal, clean and revitalise tissue. No question at all, yeah. Now the pharmaceutical industry knows this and they can patent a herb, yeah. So what they like to do is they like to extract, to separate and mega those constituents found in plants to treat symptoms of the body, yeah. Plants were never ever intended for this. Okay, now I'll tell you, I'm going to read actually a bit more stuff here now because like I say, I've just too many lines to learn, so bear with me now for 1 second though, yeah. I have found it much easier with my blood sugars if I only eat 1 to 3 different foods at a time, yeah, much easier, yeah. And I can eat as often as I like. If I'm hungry, I eat as often as I like, yeah. Now, our society recognises eating only 3 times a day: breakfast, lunch and dinner, yeah. Because of this, people tend to overeat and combine many different types of food, yeah, at the same meal, that is to say, yeah. This cannot be digested or absorbed for nutrients. Thus people in our culture live mostly on fermentation and putrefaction byproducts. Do you know, all modern tests, scientific tests now show us how wrong we were every single one, 20 or 30 years ago, how wrong we were, yeah? And I truly believe that if we needed things like electron microscopes or glucometers or what have you, they'd grow on trees, yeah? Everything we need to cure ourselves of any disease or any problem at all is right outside your window, growing in your garden, yeah? I know we have made some grave errors and mistakes, you know, and the chances are, more than likely, that in the future people will look upon these days as the dark days of medicine, or the dark ages of medicine, yeah? Nature has supplied us with all the herbs, the fruits we need right outside, grown everywhere, yeah? Health is very simple, yeah? Eat within the scope of your species, yeah? Eat your foods fresh, ripe, raw and unprocessed, as all other animals do, yeah? Use herbs to rebuild tissue and promote tissue function, yeah? Rest and try and get some sunshine, always helps, yeah? And basically, alkalise yourself with your diet, yeah? We humans have the highest neurological development of any species, and fruit is the highest electrically alkaline food on the planet. So clean your body out of all the toxins, including chemicals, heavy metals, antibiotics of course, excessive hormones, including insulin, excessive proteins, unnecessary mucus, yeah, destructive parasites, pesticides and the like. Remember, my goal here, right, is to clean and regenerate my pancreas and my adrenal glands, not to treat diabetes. There are so many contributing factors to diabetes, right? So my advice is keep it simple, keep it safe, yeah? Remember, shut up, sit down and breathe a little, or stop, look, listen, yeah? Eat the food that was designed for your body, yeah? So remember, take your time and be smart in what you do, yeah? And this is a really good one now again for diabetics now. Just remember, this really got me, really got. And don't forget the complex sugars like sucrose, maltose and dextrose, yeah, can overload your system with glucose, okay? In our bad diet's bad, yeah? So trying to drive this excessive glucose into your cells with insulin is not the answer, yeah? Avoiding these complex sugar foods is the answer. Does that make sense? And also remember, of course, that a diet of 80% alkaline and 20% acid forming foods is essential for really good health, yeah? But a diet of 90% alkaline food it's just like you're going to be well, you're going to be completely free of any disease or illness. So like basic common sense would tell you to eat fruit, yeah, whilst trying to cure yourself of any incurable disease, yeah? So remember, keep it simple, yeah? Like disease can be really expensive, big time. compared to getting healthy, if you know what I mean. Do you know? I have a good one here. I thought disease can leave you sad and penniless, yeah? While health will leave you happy and feeling rich and really good, yeah? Okay, well listen, I'm going to leave you all now, but I just wanted to say, if there's anybody out there at all listening to me now, what I've said, that has any more light to shed on it, any information, because I will send it to everybody, you know. You can please get in touch with the good, caring people in openhandpromotions.com. Yeah, I'd be really interested to hear of anybody who has any positive news at all, you know. But one thing I gotta leave everybody with now here, and this is my own personal opinion once again. So, drum roll. There are no incurable diseases. There are, however, a few incurable people who just don't want to be well, you know, and never will be well. Okay, so listen, all my love and blessings to everybody, and as soon as I have any more news, I'll be straight in touch with on YouTube again. But remember, like I said before, I don't have a computer myself, so please just give me a little bit of patience and a bit of space. I will be there. I'm making a step-by-step DVD as we speak about everything I'm doing, all the little things, the little intricacies of diabetes that only a diabetic would know about, yeah? And I really, really, really want to help people here, big time, yeah? So until then, slán.